can't believe how expensive London is. It's ridiculous. £3 for a cup of coffee, £12 for a one-day travel card. And that's without my train fare there. I could barely afford lunch. I only took 20 quid with me. I guess I should have done a bit more research, thought it through a bit more. I really thought London would be the place to move to, but I just don't think I can afford it. It's not like I wanted a place of my own. All the places I looked at today were shared flats or houses, like literally tiny little bedrooms, and they want £600 to £800 a month for them. So I guess I better stay a bit closer to home. I can't stay here though, that's obvious. Mum and Dad are driving me mad. I can hardly bear to have a conversation with them anymore. I can't believe how different we are. You know, I was studying abroad in Vienna as part of my degree. And so, in the run-up to the referendum, I was away from home. And then when I came back for Easter break around like March, April time, me and Mum got talking about it because it was on the news and there was all this hype about it. And she said that she thought we should leave the EU, which really shocked me. So I asked her why, and she started talking about agriculture and British jobs for British people and not having cheap labour coming in from abroad. And I was really taken aback. I mean, her parents are from Ireland, so they're immigrants. Our family, we're immigrants too, when you think about it. So the fact that she wanted to vote leave really surprised me. How can you deny people the same opportunities your family had however many years ago? What makes them different? She doesn't see herself as an immigrant. I don't. So what makes these Europeans any different? They want the same things: to earn money, to have opportunities, to settle and have a family. She wasn't having any of it. She reckons that they don't want to settle, that they send money home anyway. She thinks that a lot of them don't even work, they just live off benefits and use the NHS. And Dad's just as bad, if not worse. I think because I was away for a while, it really hit me how different we are now. I don't remember them being this intolerant or racist before. So the only thing I can think of is that they've been brainwashed by the media. Dad insists on buying The Sun. He reckons it's a working class paper for working class people. Even though it's owned by a bloody billionaire. I drove him mad a few years back, not to buy it anymore, when there was that No More Page 3 campaign. And to be fair, he did stop buying it for a bit. But then they scrapped Page 3, and he starts bloody buying it again. So yeah, it's the media. The news, the campaigns, Farage and Johnson and Cameron all brainwashing people, spreading fear and lies. And what happens? They all bloody bugger off when the vote's over. Bloody cowards. So yeah, all the people who are responsible for all this, they've disappeared off to some nice little life, earning pots of money where it doesn't affect any of them. It's certainly affecting me. It's really hard to realise that your parents think so differently to you and aren't as liberal as you. I mean, I know I've been to uni. I've mixed with loads of different people from all over, and they've only really stayed in the same place all their lives, but I've never known them to be so narrow-minded. Maybe it's a generational thing, I don't know. What I do know is it's making it really hard for me to be here. At the start, it was alright. We had these like little jokes about it between us, and it was fine. But then, the longer it's gone on, the worse it's got, the nastier it's got. Especially since Theresa May's taken over, and it's obvious it's all going to go ahead. Dad loves to rub that in. I've seen a really nasty, petty side to them that I really don't like. It's really sad to see your parents not being the people you thought they were. But then, the other week, Dad really crossed a line. He doesn't call me Bex anymore. He calls me Bexit. And then the other day, Mum started calling me Brex, which they think is really funny. Or maybe they won't be laughing when I follow their example and leave.